Okay, so we are live everywhere now. Excellent. We've got that up. That's all working. Windows working there. So we're on. Okay. Trying to mess with me early there. Oh, there's the 5 points. Did 5 points straight away. Unfortunately, that is not a higher low, and it's also volatile in the time phase. So, okay, so we've still got 5 minutes to go. We've got no announcements. Quite a big move to the downside here, so you can see it's definitely downtrending. So we're going to open down 27 points, so pretty much flat. Hopefully, what I'm looking for is on the cash here to come down to this level here. This is what I was talking about before. So and there's definitely hard to do a short at the moment. This cash chart is incredibly strong. Like it's still very strong, but we've done all this price. Should probably remove that there so it doesn't look so silly there. But that is all the price phase, so we really need to do another time phase like this. So that could just be some volatility, it could be a quick pullback. But like we spoke about last night, look at all that volatility here. We came down, we had an opportunity to keep going down. It was a great pattern here, and it found support and broke through the high. So that means high, lower high, lower high. Sellers are no longer lowering their prices. We've got kind of like a double bottom here. So possibility is to go up. But this is volatile throughout here. So it's going to be very important tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if we do start to sort of falter and come back down to here, like come down like this, you're going to get this moving average turning over like that, and that's just going to ruin the whole pattern for up. We're going to need to do a whole new pattern like over here in order to go up again. So if that turns over, then you're most likely going to get a turnover like that. So the open is really important. For this to stay, it needs to, that geometric angle needs to stay like this. It needs to go like this. And to do that, we can have a little bit of a pullback, but then we need to accelerate through like that. And this is an hourly chart, so that will be, must be like that on today's session if it's going to do it. Will it do it? Who knows? Doesn't look great on here, I can tell you that. So, it doesn't look great to go up. Twenty seconds to go. Oh, I want to change that to a cash chart, Cam. So this is the 5-minute chart here. We're going to look for, if we come back down, we're looking for support at 50%. Yeah, no, way too volatile there. Well, it's a bit of a killer, isn't it? Can't really do much with that. That's certainly not first bar pullback there. But there's 53 points straight after it. That's what the opens have been like of late, 50 points, 100 points. Yeah, so it's crazy buying anywhere near there. So what we need to do now is we just need to hold. We need to hold around this level. Well, I'm pretty much speechless. I'm blown away by this. I've seen this before. I didn't really expect it, to be honest. This is a very, very dangerous pattern because it's slowing momentum. It's really had not a lot of time, but I don't think this will last very long. But there's really no entry point here. 155 point bar. So the 5 minute is closed. Great close. You can see this support level here, so we could still come down to there, probably down to here. I mean, you look at that chart we just said before, I wasn't going to go short. I was only thinking about the upside. I just didn't think it would be that strong. It is bouncing off the long-term moving average, I suppose. So, but I just literally said this, that we need to accelerate, and that is exactly what it's doing. So we need to hold. We need to hold this geometric angle. And it's pretty much the same there. A little bit slower there, but that's it there. Oops. Well, the 1 minute chart's having a field day. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, same low, high, low. So high lows all the way. Could have possibly, this is no trade there, but then that went down and then it recovered. So that's engulfing the bar before. So that's kind of like a bar that stands out after a pullback when it engulfs it like that. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. It's just a really interesting time. It seems like most of the trades seem to be happening during the day at the moment. There's a lot of trades during the day. During the Asian session, so I might have to start earlier. This could drop hard. This could drop really quick. So we'll see if it holds, and if it holds, then what we can do is possibly wait for it to hold, find support. We might get along, but I just don't think this is going to hold. I think it's going to come back down to this line here. That would be 50% of there. Well, that's the high. That's the high here. So that's the first level we'll look at. I mean, really, technically we did do, that sort of time phase beforehand, so that's a 2 minute. Well, I had it on there, and that's just drift, that's ballsy. So that's okay. No rules, no trade. So here's where it gets interesting. Do we hold this high? You would really expect that it has to hold this high. Here we go. Yeah, I gotta change this. There's no way in the world you can change that you could trade 20 contracts here at the moment. Okay, that's a really strong sign. So we've recovered a little bit there, which is good. So we've done all this price, now we need to consolidate and do some time. So we need to stay above this level here. So need to really stay above this. Would expect if it breaks that low there, it could sort of really accelerate. Beautiful price phase. And I'd say based on that, that's the price. And because the time is that, we'd need to do double that. Yep, so we just need to do time in here. And by that time we should have that coming up like that. So what time is that? 23, 40, 50, 12, so 15 minutes. Around about 15 minutes. I think there's actually Okay, so there's a pullback, but it's not enough. It's actually nice on the 15-second there. That'll work. Yep. So there's a possible trade there on the 15-second. I'm going to try and go up through this high, but it hasn't been enough time. Yeah, it's just too dangerous to be going along here. We've just done all that price. That was possibly one there. Yeah, actually. Bar length is crazy at the moment. So to give you an idea, a normal Nasdaq bar is like 20, 25 points. They're doing 50 points at the moment, but double the range. So you might need to adjust your contracts. I've got this set for 20. I just don't think there's any possibility there. So I mentioned before that we've just done all this price. We need to do some time now. We need to stay above this dotted line and go sideways, build some fuel. We used a lot of fuel going into this move here. This is tough. That's strong. I don't like this. Say that and it'll now do 30 points on the next bar. Well, technically I should be fired for not taking that 30-second. $31 points. Gee. Well, what do you say, huh? Couldn't have taken the open. I should have taken that. We're just drifting now. It's very strong. Still running up that geometric angle. Broken through this high now, so now we're looking at this level here and even. I mean, I think that's where they're eyeing it to. $335 hourly bar, huge amount of price, sucked everyone in to go short. People got sucked in to go short there, and then you had that bar on the open. Didn't think it'd go like that. You look at that, you just think, no. Still doing it. Yep. Yeah, well, that 30-second was the only one. We've just done another 15-second, and that's worked. You can see how far into the move we are. Little half opportunity here. This is incredibly strong. Look at it, whenever it's doing a pullback, it's done it here 2 big times where it's really done a pretty significant wick. Strong wick there, it's done a strong wick here, another strong wick. Tried to go down, buys have just come in really strong. And as strong as that is though, we're into the move, so. Yeah, well, it's just messed up. Well, a little bit frustrating, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Wow. Okay, well that's really bad. Russell's extremely volatile. Dow's volatile. S&P was nice. That's easy, that one. Yay, a pullback. Come on. Nope. I'm not sure where to go from here. It's just gone vertical, which really sucks. Because when it does so much price like that, it means that time needs to catch up. So there's this bar here. You've done all this price, had a small amount of time. It's a very big bar. I just feel like this is a suck in now. It's slowing momentum here. So yep, don't do anything silly. This is when you just don't want to get stuck here. It's not looking great tonight, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so Okay, so yeah, so that's not a possibility. So that's one there. First bar after the pullback. That one there. Possibly, yeah, I don't think so, but that's it. That's all I can see there. Yeah, so you can see momentum slowing here. We've done a lot of price. So that's all the price phase. Now we need to do some time to catch up, and that's going to take quite a bit of time, I think. We're not pulling back. I would love a pullback down to 15-minute, maybe this 50% of the bar, this previous low where it's found low before. But yeah. But no trades on the open, unfortunately. Well, there were possibly three, but they were very low probability experienced setups. flat trend and flat momentum, so we're not going to do it here, okay? That is a no. Very dangerous at the end of a move here. It's very tempting. Just a quick little move there, even on a 15-second, but you can see how this would be tempting. Coming down, up, low, higher, low, pullback, bar stands out. That fails. Have to understand the big picture here. Okay, YouTube, I'm going to wrap things up for you guys. There is just nothing to do here. This is really frustrating, but it is the way it is. It's done a lot of price. We're going to need to do a lot of time now. That's moved the angle. I don't know why that's moved, but you can see that's still running along that same line. When we come to we've just done a lot of price. So I'd be expecting some sort of pullback, maybe down to 50%, which also coincides with that candle. So that would work. A move down and then continue up. I think with all this war rubbish that we're going to get back to this high now. So this will be the key here. No, there's just no way of really trading this at the moment. We need a pullback. This is going to take a lot of time. Got a lot of price, and what's happened is we're just drifting now. We're just drifting up. This is extremely strong. In order to go long, I'm going to need a pullback, and I don't think we're going to get a pullback for a while. You've got trend up, short-term momentum up, so it's almost pushing it to continue. We're not even close to really breaking that yet. So, sorry. Okay, sorry YouTube, I'm going to end this early. There's just nothing to really do. It's going to be at least another hour of waiting. So, strong move. We talked about this before on the open. Definitely strong move, but your opens have been extremely volatile. So be careful. Just make sure you trade with the trend. If you're going to stay up and trade, make sure you wait for a pullback.